We are back on the red carpet. It's time for BUSWORLD, but this time we are in Istanbul, Turkey. Welcome to Turkey. We are now in the Turkish edition of BUSWORLD, and we are here to take a look at this slightly smaller fair than we have in Brussels. We are used to big halls with a lot of buses, but now for the Turkish market it's a tinier fair, but still we have very interesting products to show you. So now me and Tom will take a look around this fair and show you everything that is here in BUSWORLD Turkey. Welcome to BUSWORLD. The first bus stand we see when we enter the BUSWORLD this year is Iveco. Here we have the E-way, the very famous crossway, and we also have a bus underneath a black carpet. And we are very excited to see very soon what Iveco will reveal. So it's nice to see that we also have a European manufacturer on board here in Turkey. Because here in BUSWORLD Turkey, it's a lot of focus on the Turkish manufacturers. And Turkey is big. They're producing buses and vehicles for Europe, Asia, and of course the own Turkish markets. But what's underneath the carpets, we still have to figure out. Let's go for the reveal. So what we are witnessing now is the launch of the Iveco Evadus here in Turkey. And that's already a model we have seen for many years back in Europe. But the sales numbers haven't been as good. So now they are launching it here. And this particular coach I now have in my background is for the Olympian team of Turkey. Now this summer, it's the Summer Olympics in Paris. The bus will not go there, but they will transfer the Olympic athletes from the airports into trainings and to camps, not only for this Olympics, but in 2 years to come.
Behind me we have Kazan, and this is a brand that is growing every year. And we have the E-Jets, we have the E-Ata, and we also have the E-Attack. The E-Ata here is the hydrogen version. So it means that you have a range up to 500 kilometers and you can refill the tank in only 10 minutes or less. And we also have been at the factory for only a few days ago. So there will come a video in the future where you can see the production line they have here and also some information how big this company is. And the E-Attack they have here is also autonomous. It means that you don't need a driver. And one of these is running now in Stavanger in Norway and another one in the United States. And the E-Jets they have here is for the Japanese market. They just came into the Japanese market, and it's a little bit funny story because when you are talking to people in Japan, they like to end your name with a san. It's like Tom-san, Magne-san and Car-san. So the name is really easy to say in Japanese language.
Here we have Habas, and this is quite a known company for my ears and eyes, but I have seen them on BUSWORLD also in Belgium. And here they have shown us 3 different models. It's the electric Alpha City E, it's the brand new Lux version of the Alpha Lux E. This is a high floor bus within the midi bus low entry segment. It's a strange configuration on this bus because it looks like a normal midi bus, city bus, low entry bus, but it's actually a coach with coach interior, and the seat is above where the window starts. So you're seated in a completely light area, which is probably fun and nice. So it's just unusual to see this one. And also, Habas have the Comfort City H2, the hydrogen version of the 12-meter city bus. So they have a very exciting and varied stand here, which is fun because when you see them in Brussels, they have a little tiny stand in the very back of the hall. Here they are in the first hall, in the center place with big stand, a lot of buses.
We are standing at Autocar's stand here at BUSWORLD Turkey. And behind me we have the E-Kent, we have the Sultan Giga, that is a bigger version of the Sultan I have seen before. And you also have a really small city bus that is autonomous. And that is something I have seen around in this fair, that more and more brands looking into the autonomous bus driving. So be careful if you are a bus driver. Hold on to your steering wheel and hold on to the job, because the future may be autonomous.
It's very fun to walk around here in Istanbul to see all the people that's attending Busworld. But of course we are in a huge city with enormously many people living. So I would also expect it to be also many people here on the fair. But when I see around in the streets, I see a lot of buses from Mercedes-Benz. I see a lot of buses from MAN, even Neoplan. And they are producing big time here in Turkey. All the coaches, all the electric vehicles from MAN, also from Mercedes-Benz, is produced here. And I think it's a shame that they are not present here. MAN is producing their Lion coach here, they're producing their CNG buses here, they're producing their electric city buses here. They should have a stand here to at least show their presence in the country. And what about Mercedes-Benz and Daimler? Imagine the fantastic stand they could have here. They could cover 3 continents. Europe with the Turismo, America with the Tour Rider, Asia with the local produced Travego, which is very high and beautiful, and also an electric city bus. I'm so disappointed about the big players of Europe. I think you should be here because you're producing all your vehicles here. My state of mind.
Between all these Turkish brands, we have one Chinese brand. It's the CRRC. And to be honest, I'm not surprised that I'm not a big fan of this brand. When you take a look inside on it, I think you also agree with me. But they are strong brands and they are growing brands, and it's a reason they are at this fair, because they can see that Turkey and also Europe is a market they really want to grow into. And for the Norwegian viewers, I can say that we were very close to have a tender where CRRC could be a part of the electric bus running in Oslo. But because of some questions regarding the ownership of the factory, ended up to be another brand instead. So to not be too political, I will just look at the quality on this bus that we have behind us. And the bus they have with them this year is a 12-meter city bus, electric, and the factory also built a lot of trains that are really big, especially in the Asian market, with all types of trains and other public transport solutions.
Here we have a Turkish brand called Bussprodusenter, and I didn't hear so much about them before I came here to Turkey. But they are a big manufacturer of trams and light rail systems. But now they also have this electric bus. And apparently Bussprodusenter was the first manufacturer of an electric bus from Turkey. They are really aiming for the Turkish market, but they also want to enter the Eastern European market. For example, they have market shares already in Romania, and they want to come in more to the European market. And by the first sight of the bus, I think it looks quite beautiful. It's like a mix of Scania, interurban buses, also the Van Hool latest city buses. So they have picked up some inspirations, and I think it works. Maybe one day they invite us so we can test drive the bus on the road. That could be extremely interesting.
Behind me we have the BMC stand, and BMC is something that I don't see so much in my part of Europe, in the Scandinavian area, but it's a well-known brand from this part of the world. And behind me we have the Neo City version and the Pro City. And the first that you can see in behind me is the Neo City Electric, and then you have the Neo City VIP before you come to 2 versions of the Pro City. I wish we had chance to visit the factory and maybe also do a test drive in buses from BMC, because it's a brand that is growing and is well known in this part of the world.
A very big Turkish manufacturer is Isuzu, and behind me we have 4 buses that they are showing here on Busworld, but only 3 of them are in free public eyes, because they also have a news here which they have under a curtain, and we will soon get to see what kind of bus this is. But the buses we can see here is the Isuzu Cityport 12. It's a 12-meter city bus. Then we have the Isuzu Novo City Volt, which we have been test driving in the factory of Isuzu. And we also have the Gran Toro from Isuzu that we were test driving in Sweden. And now I want to take you to the reveal of the brand new model from Isuzu. Exciting! This was the reveal of the Isuzu Novovolt Electric. And while walking around at this fair, I met a very famous Instagram guy here in the hall. So introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm happy for seeing the Bussmagasinet. Yeah.
And we also have another guy here with a big channel with a little bit older buses. Let's hear about that.
Hi, nice to meet you everyone. I'm the owner of the Yıldız'a Sevdalı Otobüsler and Nostalji Yıldızlar Akademisi. I mostly focus on the retro buses, which are Mercedes, MAN, etc. The most famous popular buses of Turkey. That's it. Nice to meet you, Magne. Hello to all followers.
Thank you so much for watching the video here today. And if you like what you see, click down here. The button is called subscribe, and then you will see all the future videos from us in Bussmagasinet. Until next time, drive safely. Have a great day.